welcome to a very cold Friday night. I've decided to make some spiced lamb ribs in a sticky glaze. And so what I've done is I've bought 1.7 kilos of lamb ribs and I've made up a spice mixture. In that spice mixture, I have 2 teaspoons of chili flakes. I've used 1 tablespoon of paprika. I've used 1/4 cup of sumac, 1/4 cup of cumin. Love the old cumin. And I've also taken the rind off 1 big lemon and I've squeezed that lemon into a mixture and rubbed it all over my lamb ribs. So I'm going to be using the pressure cooker. So I'm taking the lid off. I'm going to place my ribs into my pressure cooker. And there doesn't seem to be any water or liquid in the beginning part of this. So it'll be interesting to see how they turn out. There's 2 stages that we cook on. I'm going to pop my lid on seal, pop my lid on, and I'm going to set it on the pressure cooking setting, meat poultry, and I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. So just setting for 30. So it needs to come to pressure. I've pressed start. And then when it's come to pressure, it'll take 30 minutes from there, and then we go to our next stage. Whoops. Okay, so half an hour went, and then I let my ribs actually sit for 5 minutes in the pressure cooker, and it just releases the steam by itself. Take my lid off. I'm now to remove my ribs and pop them onto a serving dish. Well, they feel pretty tender actually. The meat's sort of falling off the bones. I think these are going to be really spicy. So after this, I'm going to wipe out my inner pot, and then we're going to make the sticky glaze to go on top of our ribs. Oh, they look fantastic. Can you see that? Beautiful. So there's a bit of oil. So I might switch off my little camera and come back once I've wiped out the inner pot. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so using my husband's beloved Viva paper towels, I've wiped out my inner pot. I'm now going to pop it on sear on low temperature and set that time for 5 minutes. To that, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of ketchup mayonnaise, which is a sweet soy sauce. So pop that in there. I should have pushed start so it knows what I'm doing. So pop that sweet soy sauce into the pot. I'm also going to use 1/2 cup of honey. Pop that in there. So this is this sticky glaze that we're going to pop on top of our ribs. I've put some foil wrap on top of those ribs to keep them warm. And then I'm just going to add some minced garlic. I haven't done the fresh, a bit lazy, Friday night. I'll just give it a good serve of that. Now, I'm just going to mix this now till it starts to boil and thicken. And then we'll pour it over our ribs to serve. While that's all happening, I actually have some rice in the microwave. I'm going to make some sesame seed rice, and I'm going to fold in some shallots, some sesame seed oil, some sesame seeds, and I found some broccolini in my crisper, so I've just steamed that broccolini. I'm going to put that through the rice, and that's what I'm going to serve my ribs with. It smells fantastic. Lucky Benny, he's home tonight to eat this, so I think we might have some leftover ribs for the weekend. So I'm not complaining, sounds good. Okay, so my sticky glaze is ready to go. But before I do that, I'm just gonna finish off with my sesame seed rice. I have 2 cups of rice that I've cooked with 4 cups of water for 17 minutes. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sesame seeds. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of pure sesame seed oil. I love the smell of this stuff. I just wish it would come out of the bottle a little bit quicker. So there's 1. And there's 2. I've also got 2 shallots that I've chopped up. Oops. Gonna just pop that into my rice cooker. I'm just gonna mix it in here and then I'll serve it in another dish. And then I have one bunch of broccolini that I just steamed prior to cooking the rice, just in the microwave, very easy. This is one of my Tupperware stackable products that I bought a very long time ago. It's fantastic for steaming. So then we're just going to mix that all in, and that will be our sesame seed rice to serve with our glazed ribs. Now just pop that aside. I can take the foil off my ribs now, and turning the power off that, I will get my oven mitts because this is going to be pretty warm. And then I'm just going to pour my glaze over my ribs that are in their serving dish. Oh, smells fantastic. So what a nice dinner for Friday night. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.